in our show, and it's a doozy, my friends. So buckle up, because we're talking about a Philadelphia tradition, which is Leonetti's. These are 3 of their 1-pound stuffed pretzel dough strombolis. Let's just take a minute to soak all of that in. Pretzel dough, strombolis, 1 pound each. Leonetti's? What's happening? Now, you do have 2 options. You could do all 3 with the meatballs stuffing, or all 3 with the Italian Supreme. The Italian Supreme is more limited, with only 400 remaining. Each one is individually wrapped. This is, you do have an option for auto delivery, where you'll receive your strombolis every 60 days for the next year. It's new, and it's the first day you've seen on 4 easy pays of $15. It's M90508. Let me invite back in Serena Scanzillo, who we saw her with the toffees, which were insanely popular. So we did our sweet, but let's get as savory as you can imagine right now.
Are we getting the cheese shot? I mean, that's what this is all about,
That's
right?
where
we
it's
are
at,
going
sister.
to Italy, friends.
Okay.
We were just in England.
I mean, we're
Now
already in
shooting over
Europe.
to Italy.
Might as well.
We're there.
When in Rome.
Oh my goodness. Exactly. Leonetti's. This recipe has been around for 100 years. Okay, this pretzel dough. I actually met the man who invented this. He is a South Philly gem. If you want, he's a South Philly treasure. For the sake of this presentation and for these beautiful handmade strombolis. We've been in South Philly since the 70s. This is authentic, handmade stromboli that is 25% more stuff than the ones that you guys are used to. So we listened to the QVC customer, and now we are loading up what you already love with even more of this authentic Italian yumminess.
Let me tell you what, Serena, I am not a Philly girl. I am not from here. I'm West Coast all the way, straight out of LA. It wasn't until I came to QVC that I discovered Leonetti's. The first time I had it on Gourmet Holiday, I shut down. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say from like the very first bite to the last bite, because I did eat everything in front of me. It is just so stuffed to the hilt with all these gorgeous ingredients, so much cheese, and they're huge. Like, this is really shareable. This is appetizers. This is, hey, I'm really, really hungry. I'm going to house one myself, which I could do. So I would love for you to talk me through the ingredients of each one so we can make our choice.
Yeah, so let's start with the meatball and cheese. Again, this is the pretzel dough, right? So this is going to offer that extra crunch on the outside, that flaky, buttery texture that soaks up all these yummy Italian flavors. We have the special meatball recipe. You can see there, those aren't gigantic meatballs that are going to throw your bite off. These are digestible. You can get one in every bite, essentially. And then we have the creamy mozzarella and provolone cheese. That's 2 cheeses in this one, 2 cheeses. And then we have, of course, the authentic marinara. I don't know if you call it sauce or gravy, but I was on with Rick last week, and there was a debate. I'm going with gravy. I'm Italian. I'm ride or die there. So we have the oregano dusting. We have the oregano dusting on top. And I just want to do a quick shout out to the lovely gentleman who I was able. So I actually went to the Leonetti's headquarters the other week, and I actually posted on my social today the lovely man who was actually, his station was to put on the oregano. Every one of these is touched by a human hand, by a baker, by a chef. This is not a large production. So you know that the quality is skyrocketing here. And I got to see it firsthand. So this meatball and cheese, this is my personal favorite. I also want to note that you can see here, it's extra crispy on top because I chose to make it that way. This is kind of a customizable bake. We're going to, the instructions come to you, but it's 425 degrees for about 12 minutes on each side. But take it out, check it out. Like, see if you want to bake it longer and get that extra crisp and crunch. That's where I live. I love that crunch. So that pretzel dough brings this to life.
Look at it. It's just like spilling out. It cannot be contained. Okay, next, let's talk about the Italian Supreme. This is my favorite.
Here we go. Here we go. Another cheese shot.
Stop it. Where do you live? I'm coming over. I need them.
I'm down the street. See you in a few.
Okay.
This is our Italian Supreme. Pepperoni, deli sliced Italian meat here. We have the Italian sausage, the vibrant red and green peppers, onions, and mozzarella. Of course, in that pretzel dough. And I really crisped this one up. So when I just cut this, it came with that crunch. And it is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, it's that buttery, flaky pretzel dough that that you love from South Philly. It's essentially the Philly pretzel now enrobed with all of these delicious flavors.
Oh, it's so savory, so cheesy. Now that one I like to cut up in the other angle, so I have like little slivers and dip them in a little bit of marinara sauce. I say sauce.
I have that here for you right here.
Oh,
so
thank you.
When you stop by.
Okay.
So we have I've cut it a million different ways. I serve this all throughout December through the holidays.
Right.
You know, we have Valentine's Day coming up. We have the big game coming up. And then, of course, we have Easter. And honestly, it's not too far off because these will last up to a year in the freezer. These are freezer fillers. So go ahead and stock up now. Get this quality, warming, satiating, authentic, handmade meal in your freezer now so you can serve it up on the fly. And just like you're saying, like, this is something that you want to have during these. It's like, what, 15 degrees outside right now? Like, I'm not going to buy food.
I can't even. I can't.
Exactly. I'm literally using these as hand warmers and as my delicious Saturday night meal.
This is like the kids are coming home from school. They're starving. This is all that they want. And so tell me what I do. Do I have to defrost this? Do I have to thaw this?
Yeah.
What do I do?
So they're coming in these Mylar bags. They're best from thawed. So if you want it that evening, take it out that morning. If you have a microwave, you also can just thaw it in the microwave. I've done that multiple times and it's absolutely delicious. Preheat the oven, 425, 12 to 15 minutes on one side, 12 to 15 minutes on the other, depending on how you want your dough to come out. And
what
you enjoy it to heat and eat.
You get decadence. You get like the taste of South Philly. You get that pretzel dough. You get all of that cheese just oozing out. It is like... I hate when something comes to me and it says it's stuffed and it's like a dinky little stuffing. Like I want it stuffed. If you're really gonna do it, if you put it in the name, it better be stuffed to the hilt. And Leonetti's never, ever disappoints. They never skimp on their stuffing. So whether you're picking up the Italian Supreme, which is more limited, or you're picking up the meatball, just know that every bite you are going to have bursts of flavor, savory cheeses and meats. Now, this is an auto delivery situation because you're not gonna wanna be without these. You lock in an easy pay of $14.99. First day you've seen it on 4 easy pays, and you lock it in for every 60 days for the next year. They're huge, they are shareable, they are a crowd pleaser every single time. It's M90508. Serena, so good to see you not once but twice.
This is so great. Have a great afternoon or evening and enjoy your dinner.
Will do. I'll be right over. All right, everybody. Well, that was a fun 3 hours together. My name is Julia Carolee. I will be back on Monday on QVC1, but you can go ahead and follow me on my socials. Julia, what's my name? Julia Carolee, QVC on Facebook and on Instagram. But don't go anywhere because we have an hour of Evie Rider with my girl Denise Repko. I'll see you guys soon.